Alright, budget magic time. Playing some mono red Panharmonicon burn combo wombo in standard, and one lander, gotta ship it. Alright, two lands, but this is reasonable. Oh dear. Oh man, Panharmonicon is so good in this deck, but I think we gotta put it to the bottom. Sanctum and Attune with Ether for our opponent. Well, Mountain, go. Opponent plays a Spire Bluff and Servant of the Conduit. Well, Mountain and Reckless Fireweaver. Pass the turn. Plains for our opponent. They have lots of colors going on. Opponent passes. Well, Gaia Reach Sanitarium and Pianolar. Opponent Spell Queller. Yup, I have no clue what's happening. Pass the turn. No idea. Is this that 5-color creature mid-range deck? If they have Verdurous Gearhulk, that would be a disaster. Yup. Well, then. I don't even know what we're supposed to do about this. I guess that's just good running. Down to 14. Mountain. So we can Cogworkers Puzzle Knot, deal a couple damage. Pass the turn. Well, this is a rough one, especially on the draw. And a Reflector Mage. Wow, that hand is the nuts. Yup. Opponent goes to combat, swings with everything. I think we just scoop. We can't win from here. That draw is insane. Alright, so what do we have against... I don't even know what this deck is. 5-color creature stuff. I guess we probably want Lightning Axes. Go down a Gearsmith, a Harness Lightning, a Metal Spinners Puzzle Knot, and a Pianolar. Try it like that. Well, not all the draws can be that insane. Alright, we're on the play. We got a removal spell. We got a Panharmonicon. So this seems reasonable. Alright, Mountain, go. Ether Hub for our opponent. We get a Harness Lightning, so let's just Mountain, go. I think we'd rather get down Quicksmith Genius at least before we Puzzle Knot. Plus we can just kill something here. And we will kill pretty much anything. Long Tusk Cub. Yeah, let's Harness Lightning that. Opponent's hand looking a little less insane. Mountain and Quicksmith Genius. Pass the turn. Well, hopefully we get a Panharmonicon down next turn. Opponent has another Cub. Fiery Temper. So, Metal Spinners Puzzle Knot. Draws us a card. Then loots. Hopefully no land. Alright, so discard Fiery Temper. Madness Fiery Temper. There's a land. Kill the Long Tusk Cub. Play the Mountain. Might as well get in. 4-3. Pass the turn. And now we're pretty close. We have Panharmonicon next turn. Assuming our opponent can't kill it. Tireless Tracker for our opponent. Fouls it up with a land. Gets an energy. Well, Panharmonicon is risky. We could just kill Tireless Tracker. Fireweaver. Oh, goodness. Well, let's just go for the kill. Play Panharmonicon. Loot away the Fiery Temper. Can't Madness it. No loot. Play the Mountain. Attack with Quicksmith Genius. Put our opponent to 14. Pass the turn. So hopefully next turn, I don't think we can quite kill our opponent, but we can get pretty close. So ideally our opponent's just going to tap out for something. Seems less likely. Opponent, 4 mana. Alright, Tamiyo. Tamiyo's fine. Can we win next turn is the question. Takes up Tamiyo. Gets in. Does this draw our opponent a card? Is that? Yeah, alright. Draws a card. We might be able to win here. 1, 2. We do need to draw a land. We get to loot, though. Reckless Fireweaver. Prophetic Prism. Gets us a bunch of triggers. Draws us some cards. Lets us loot. Harness Lightning. And a Mountain. I think we're just going after our opponent here. Hit our opponent. Loot away Harness Lightning. Loot away a Mountain. Follow up with a Mountain and Cogworkers Puzzle Knot. Get a bunch of triggers. Oh, our opponent is, I think, going to just barely survive. No. I think we still keep going after our opponent, though. No looting. We like our hand. Get another 1-1. So our opponent's going to be at 4. And we can hit the... We're literally 1 point of damage away. Oh no, we're 3 points short. So let's just pass. I don't really want to let our opponent draw a card here. Although the damage is appealing. Actually, let's get in. Let's hit our opponent. Sure, you get to draw a card. Hopefully that card can't kill us. Pass the turn. So they need to be able to deal with our board and not die to our creatures, but they also need to deal... Well, they got to deal with Reckless Fireweaver and not die to our creatures. That's what I'm trying to say. Because our hand is set up for the kill with Reckless Fireweaver. Alright, there's Harness Lightning on our Fireweaver. So that's step 1 for our opponent. Takes down Tamiyo and cracks their clue. Yep. That lets our opponent get in with Tireless Tracker, if they want. But we get to draw with Prophetic Prism. If we hit another Reckless Fireweaver, we win. If we hit a Fiery Temper, we win. So Prophetic Prism draws us a couple cards. Also lets us loot, which I think is good. So let's draw Filigree Familiar and Inventor's Fair. We will discard Inventor's Fair, discard the Mountain. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot, do some more drawing and looting. Draw Mountain, draw Fiery Temper, there we go. So discard Fiery Temper, Madness Fiery Temper at our opponent's face, and that should do it. Our deck, once it gets going, I mean, we drew through like our entire deck with that combo, so that was sweet. Our opponent's draw was much less scary than their first one, which was so absurd. Can we find room for this Harness Lightning? Also, Structural Distortion on opponent's lands seems somewhat reasonable. Obligate could steal a big flyer. Let's run it back. Gonna be on the draw, which is a little worse. This hand is... not bad. Removal spell, Fireweaver, some card draw. Opponent leads on Sanctum, and Attune with Ether to get some energy. And passes. And a Panharmonicon. Well, we just need lands in our stuff to resolve, and this hand seems really good. What's our opponent have? Tap land, alright. So tap land means we get to Drownyard Temple and just slam a Reckless Fireweaver. Pass the turn. White mana for our opponent. Probably means Spell Queller. Well, let's get in with our Reckless Fireweaver. Play a Mountain, and let's just pass the turn. There's an Ether Hub. Gets our opponent some mana fixing. And Bristling Hydra with just enough energy that we can't kill it. Yep. Well, we get a Drownyard Temple. We slam Panharmonicon. Hope that it survives the turn. Deal some damage. If our Panharmonicon lives, next turn should be a really good one. And I don't think we're just going to die to Bristling Hydra. Opponent gets in with Bristling Hydra. Yep, puts us down to 16. Come on. Nothing for our Panharmonicon. Opponent has Attune with Ether. Alright, gets another land, gets some more energy. Gets a Mountain. Plays the Mountain. And Tamiyo Field Researcher. Alright, we are good to start doing some crazy stuff. Alright, opponent takes up Tamiyo. So let's lead on Prophetic Prism. Deal some damage, draw some cards. Inventor's Fair. Gyre Reach. And we're going to go after our opponent. Then play Inventor's Fair. Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. Going to deal a bunch of damage because we keep getting tokens. Not going to redirect. Not going to redirect. Get another 1/1. No. No. No and no. So opponent's down to 9. We pass the turn. We also have chump blockers now for this Bristling Hydra. And we have more card draw in hand if our Panharmonicon keeps living. Tap land for our opponent. Goes to combat. Well, servo time. Block with a servo. Take 0. See what our opponent does with Tamiyo. Are they killing Reckless? Alright, Long Tusk Cub. That actually doesn't kill Reckless Fireweaver. Takes up Tamiyo. Well, we gain a life thanks to Inventor's Fair. And we Prophetic Prism. Draw some cards, get some triggers. Opponent's going to Spell Queller. Which is actually fine. Because then we just kill the Spell Queller. Get back our Prophetic Prism. Draw some cards. Get a bunch more triggers. Draw a bunch more cards. Quicksmith Genius. Mountain. When does this ultimate? At 7? Alright, let's ping Tamiyo once, and then we'll play the mountain, play Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot, draw some more cards, get some more triggers. Ooh, Lightning Axe could be good in the future. Filigree Familiar is certainly good. Alright, opponent's down to 6. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? High likelihood that we win next turn if our opponent can't kill our Reckless Fireweaver. Opponent takes up. They are just going desperate for the drawing. Well, we're just going to block Bristling Hydra. Take 2. Opponent gets to draw a couple cards, gets some energy. Alright, opponent, what do you got? Can you kill our Bristling Hydra or disrupt our game plan otherwise? Down to 13. Tireless Tracker. That doesn't do it. Evolving Wilds gets our opponent some clues. I think we're just going to win. Opponent passes. We gain a life. Well, we lead on Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot. Here comes Spell Queller. Opponent Spell Quellers. Gets rid of Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot. Then we Lightning Axe. Discard a card. So Lightning Axe, Spell Queller, discard Fiery Temper. Madness, Fiery Temper. And our opponent scoops it up! Whoo! Combo! We comboed through a super powerful 4-color Bant deck. Wow! Ultra budget mono red Panharmonicon. This deck is sweet. Oh, yes!